Alright, so I'm going to teach you how to save these LUTs real quick onto your computer so you can be able to use them in Final Cut. So pretty easy. Go down to your documents, make a folder, name it LUTs. That's where I have everything. Here's just some of my LUTs right now that I'm using. I'm going to show you how to use these phantom LUTs I got here. So I saved them in the LUTs folder. Get out of there. You go to Custom LUT. You can find that below here in the effects panel. I like to double click Custom LUT. Once that shows up, it'll give you this drop down menu. Once you do that, you can hit choose Custom LUT, and you can go search for your LUTs in your document folder, and then it'll automatically save them here. These are my LUTs. I'm currently using this Neutral FX6. This is from the Phantom LUTs pack. I like to use this at 80% and then add some modifications here in the color wheels. There it is right there. I pretty much reduced the some of the shadows, and I pump up the highlights a little bit. A little bit of the shadows are saturated. I don't mess with the midtones too much. I like how this looks, and that's pretty much what I do for my color grading for some of my clients. It's pretty easy, nothing too crazy. In and out, you're good to go. If you don't have any LUTs, you want to pretty much learn how to color grade. I like to start with my color wheels first. I pump up the shadows first, the shadow saturation, and I drop down the shadow exposure. Same thing with midtones, and I raise the saturations, the midtones, and the highlights, and I like to pump up the highlights as well, and I'll show you how it looks. Oh, I also go to color curves, and I mess with the curves a little bit. Nothing too crazy. This is what it looks like. Color graded. This is what it looks like with a LUT. LUT. Color graded. Pretty close. So custom LUT, color graded a little bit, and that's what you get. I like this method because it's fast. Doesn't take a lot of my time, and I like the way it looks. And like I said before, I'll show you how this looks with the color grading with no LUT. So I always start with the color wheels, pump up the shadow saturation, pump up the midtone saturation, drop down the shadow exposure and the midtone exposure, pump up the highlight and the saturation, and you get that as a base. And then I like to go to color curves, and I mess with the Luma a little bit. Every now and then I'll mess with the red, the green, and blues, but I'm pretty neutral. I like it the way it is, and that's what it looks like right here. And it's pretty close to the actual LUT. And that's that, man. I don't go too crazy on this stuff.